Good morning. Let me know if the headset's good. We're on the headset today. See, we got Linda came in early. She's not awake yet. We got Branton. So into you, Sweet Polly, Uncle Cecil, Wally's in. Good to see you, buddy. See Cecil and Jody P. Jody Mother effing say. Yeah, Jody Salient. I have a delay for some reason. Let me try something here. Can you guys still hear me? Still have a dang delay, but it's louder now. AV good, AV good. I need an AV check. Everybody can. I know the video is good, but can you guys hear me? Audio. I don't want to hear myself. Why am I still hearing myself? AV's good. Thank you, Jody P. So we're good. Okay. Got to use these for the maintenance stream so I can walk around. Why is it no matter what I it's just voices in my head. Sounds right, John. I think we got it now. Yes. We just need to now turn this down. Hey, Jose, good to see you, buddy. So we're gonna work on a couple of these aquariums. Not major. I don't have major maintenance to do, but some of these are getting pretty nasty. We've got algae. We're going to start with this 55-gallon grow out for the Oscar here. Got some cyanobacteria. I want to get sucked out and clean that tank up a little bit. I do have a large sponge filter in there that's going to come out because I shut down my Petco tank, moved my angelfish into a 75 with the goldfish because I'm going to be moving some aquariums too today. That's going to be either today or tomorrow when my help comes. This 55-gallon behind me, you see, let's go ahead and bring up the second camera here. The 55 right here behind me with the big sponge filter in it. That's going to be moved. Over there, I made a stand, and then I'm going to stack up some more blocks and double stack 55s. I'm doing that to make more room in here and to adjust for some big news that I have coming. Jody P knows about it already because she's on Discord and we talk over there. Hey, Tara, good morning. Good to see you. Mad Max is in. Good to see you guys. Raiden says I just got to swap out a filler suck real quick. All right. Sounds good, buddy. Happy birthday, Jody. It's Jody P's mother effing birthday. Mother effing happy. Mother effing Jody. Mother effing P birthday. That's how that goes. Yeah, Jody P's already working on making 3 outfits. At the end of the day, it'll be 6 total. Jim's Fish is in. Good to see you guys. But we're going to go ahead and get started because I got some things to do. Had a little bit of issue. Scotty, it's good that you're in here. I need to talk to you, my friend. Um, he's lurking, so he should still be able to hear me. Let me show you guys something. Yes, if you don't say happy birthday to Jody P, then F you. Jody says, actually, only at 8. I don't need the extra 2 years. I'm 37. Ha! All right, Scotty, I know you're lurking. If you can hear me, I'll even speak up a little bit. And I let Scotty know on his video, but I put together his DIY Python setup with the PVC, just like he built his on his short. I was literally at Lowe's at the aisle watching this video, making sure I get all the right pieces, and I put them together to the T. Everything's glued from here up. Up here, this is just dry fitted so you can move it around and adjust it when the water's coming in, right? Not a problem with this one. However, this is the part you hook to your sink, or in my case, I'm hooking it outside to a garden hose that I have a 4-way manifold to hook up different things to it. Put it together just like he shows in his video. As you can see here, this hooks to the hose, this hooks to the hose coming into the fish room, and this is the valve that acts just like a python when you want to suck crap out, or you can or if you want to send water, or if you want to turn this and it acts like a python where the water flows out and it should suck water in. However, right before I started this stream, I tested it. And even with this open, the water is running into the fish room still. Like water's bypassing. It's not bypassing, water's going in here regardless. So I don't know what I did wrong. I got plenty of water pressure at this house. I don't know what's going on with that, Scotty, but I built it just like you instructed, and it does not work. 3/4 inch everything. And so I have to go back to using my Python fill valve. I don't know what's going on, but it's not working correctly. I had a water mess in here because I forgot to have the hose in this garbage can here, and it went all over the floor. So I'm down there cleaning the puddles of water up right before the stream started. So what I do wrong, Scotty? Because it is not working for me. Uh-oh, Tara did a $1.99 super chat. You know what that means? I set a goal. Anyone that sends a super chat gets a little dance and an exaggerated shout out. Shout out to Tara for the $1.99 super chat. Of course, we'll try to change that up each time. Jose says, looks like you need another shut off. Well, cha cha cha, Jody P. Well, Jose, unless I missed something, this is built just how Scotty did it. Right? So I'm not sure what I did wrong. It's not working right. Like I said, even when you have it open like this, so water comes out, which should like create a suction here. So water, you can suck crap out of your tank. It's not working right. It's still sending water in. So I don't know what I did wrong. Obviously, the other side's going to work because water's going to flow in. So I don't have a problem with that, but it's the part where I need to be able to suck crap out. Yes, I set a goal of 15 $2.99 super chats. If you can do it, cool. If you can't, no obligation. But if you do, you get a exaggerated shout out and a little dance. I did not make my YouTube paycheck this month. Didn't make enough money, so I started a goal to help that. Tara says, I want everyone to know that when Jesse and I were kids, he promised to get me a Trans Am when we grew up. I'm still waiting for it. I gave you my Matchbox Trans Am. At any rate, I'll still be watching chat. I'm going to get to work. Let's start this maintenance live stream a little bit. And if you guys see Scotty come back, in case he didn't hear me, let him know about my issue with the DIY Python. So as you can see here, I'm going to pull that out. This was in the Petco tank. That's what was filtering it. And I wanted it to stay established. So I just stuck it in here for now. I do need to empty the water that I have ready to go in this thing because I'm going to be using that garbage can for something else. I have my second monitor up so I can just come over and check chat and stuff like that. Shame on you, she says. GODP. Oh, shit. Whoops. Now I got to do, I'm not going to get any maintenance done. Jose comes in with a $4.99 super chat, and then Brant comes in with a $1.99 super chat. So I don't know what a monkey dance is, Branton, but I gotta think of different dances for this. Oh, you can't see me. I gotta add myself back. Oh, I can get in front of this camera. Jose Joy of fish keeping with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Jose. And Branton comes in with a $1 super chat. Branton, like ya. Getting exercise too. Oh, the Egyptians. Let's pull this bad boy out. Let me know walking around, you guys can still hear me and all that jazz. I'm going to temporarily use this. Now, Mr. Oscar here, my little buddy that I'm growing out, he pouts hardcore when I'm messing around with his tank, like hardcore. He's a big baby. Big baby. Man, these big sponge filters are heavy. Gotta let some of it run out. I like these big sponge filters. I got these huge when I got the 125 a while back that came with Goldfish. It came with these. They're huge and they're cool. And they're perfect for testing a product I'm currently testing. From Higer. So let's go ahead and unplug the canister filter and the hang on the back. Ouch. Okay, got all the filters unplugged. Let me move you a little closer. Uh-oh. Cecil comes in with a $2 super chat. What kind of dance do you want, Cecil? I'm a clean slate, baby. What kind of dance do you want, Cecil? I'm a clean slate. Come on, give it to me. What do you want? What kind of dance? You want some twerking? You want a little bit of that twerking action, or do you want a little bit of that pole dancing? I don't have a pole. She probably says if these super chats keep rolling, Jesse's going to need to use the money. Yeah. Tommy came in. Good to see you, buddy. Tommy, give you a gym channel shout out. Mate, last video misinformation. What- Cecil says any kind of dance. This one's for Cecil, baby. This one's for Cecil. Well, how much was it? $2. Cecil with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Cecil Mayberry. Cecil Mayberry. That's for you, buddy. I got a mess in here. I got towels everywhere. Thanks to Scotty and his scam. He scammed me. Let me go turn this python on. Yeah, Scotty scammed me with his DIY python thing. It doesn't work. Don't nobody make it. It's a scam. You know what, too? You see, can you see him down there? He's pouting. He's a big baby. Now, if you guys all remember the stop signs, give me a stop sign when I go do some work and walk away from chat. That way I can pick back up where I left off and don't take me forever to find it. That'd be most appreciated. See, some of these I'm going to have to get in here with a handheld scraper. Like I said, we're not really getting into water changes here. I'm just tidying up some crappy looking stuff that needs to be done. This tank is going to be moved this weekend. So it's not about pulling water out right now because I'll be doing a very large water change once I move this aquarium over here to this stand. I got to drain it down as far as possible so we could pick it up and put it over there. The stand's ready to go. It's all leveled up. And that's going to open up a lot of room to walk around here. I can't stand how congested it is in here. It's just way too congested. And there's another reason behind it. It's the big news I've got to talk to you guys about. And when you're a member of the channel and you're on Discord, you get a little inside secrets like Jody P already knows about this. Work, stupid. There we go. Ad started playing. Hey, Tim, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate the stop sign, Cecil. All right, guys, let's suck some of this crap out of here. But I think I'm going to take this off so I can get down to the hose. It works much better. Once these hoses get flared, they get hard to pull these fittings off. One of the nice things I love about having my fish room in this garage, I was just talking to my wife about this, is when it was in the house, every time you had your, dang it, every time you had your hand or arm in the tank and you pulled it out, you'd have a towel right there, being ever so careful not to drip a bunch of water on the nice floor. Well, out here in the garage on this concrete floor, no big deal. I shake my arm off on the floor. Don't even matter. Now, I was really hoping that that DIY Python was gonna work for me because that Python fill valve is constantly clogging. I have to go out there every freaking second to unclog it just to keep going, like, it's already happening now. Look at this. It's already freaking clogged, and I can't it's so irritating. I can't get anything done at this rate. Sorry about that, guys. I just it clogs too much. Yeah, it's still not going. I never used to have this much issue. Even when I had the fish room inside, it never clogged this much. All right, guys. Is the AV good? AV still good? Switched over back to this mic. It's not gonna work. So Carter Brett says, "Ha." I actually really do get irritated with this situation. That's why I was hoping this DIY um, Python would work because you got larger tubing, you're to a garden hose inside. It's just bigger all around. And it didn't work at all. And you see what happens. I constantly get clogged. I got to stop every second. Every the grains of sand are building too much, or maybe I got a snail shell, or you name it. I got to stop every 3 seconds to unclog it. And it just makes it so much longer. I just won't do it. Um, when I started the stream, I was thought this DIY Python would work, but it's not working. So I'm not gonna spend an hour going back and forth unclogging the damn thing just to do 5 minutes of work. So maintenance stream is done. We'll just go normal because it pisses me off. So that's all right. I got other things to talk about. Let's see. Jose says, share it, post a video. I enjoy looking at others fish, especially if some types I don't keep for one reason or the other. Sometimes you can keep positive reinforcement and constructive. Are you talking to me, Jose, on that or somebody else? My friend. Brent says, so if you put a self-priming bulb on it when you squeeze them, in theory, it should unclog it. No, because the problem is the Python fill valve that I have to use right now. You know what they look like. They're real narrow. They clog really easy. Excuse me. Just really easy. If the sand happens to build up, and I got good water pressure here, especially when I'm hooked to the hose and not a faucet in the house. I get even better water pressure out here. The sand builds up, a snail shell, or maybe plant leaves or something like that builds up and just clogs it, and it's every 3 seconds. So a priming thing ain't gonna do it, but that's a good idea. Scotty says, "Sorry, it's not working for you, but I don't use what I made for draining the tank. I use it to fill my tanks. I pump all my tank water out, and normally I do too, Scotty. So in theory, that setup." I thought you were using it to suck crap out of your tank too. And it's set up just like you showed right there, but it's not doing. I wonder if I would have built it out a 1/2 inch PVC instead of 3/4, that it would have worked and provided more pressure. Maybe the size is a problem. Maybe the fact that it's 3/4 inch, it doesn't provide enough pressure. But I see now. I thought you did it to also suck out, because I do need a way to suck crap out of the tanks at times to clean them up. Uneaten food, poop, maybe cyanobacteria is built up. I like to be able to clean them out periodically. So now that you said that, I understand that I got to do something a little bit different, but I got to find something else that works better than the Python. Python just clogged way too damn much. It's pissed me off. Hey, Ross, good to see you, buddy. Big news. Yeah, let's talk about the big news. You guys want to hear the big news? Hey, JT, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe if I built one out of 1/2 inch, and I've already got 1/2 inch pipe here and some fittings, so I might be able to throw one together. But I don't have any 1/2 inch valves. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe 3/4 is just too big to make that happen. Because if you look at a Python, it's very small. Maybe that's the difference. I don't know. But it'll definitely work the other side for filling the tanks as you do. And so I can always hook it up and fill the tanks, which will be nice because I'll be able to fill faster. As long as I do it in the spring, summer, when it's warmer outside, I can use my hose to fill my aquariums. But in the winter, I'm not going to be able to do that because I'm going to have to adjust for the temperature. So all late spring, early summer, it's going to be, that setup that you shared, Scotty, is still going to be great because it's going to cut my time down just in filling the tanks. When I had my tanks in my dining room, I had always used my bathroom sink, but it started leaking. We had to replace it, and we got one of those money-saving, bullcrap, water-saving ones. So it takes forever and a day just to fill one aquarium. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice to use it for filling too. Jesse, the Python, that very narrow cone inside the Python piece is what creates the suction. It passes. Right, exactly. So that's why I'm thinking, Jose, instead of maybe I can make one of these out of 1/2 inch PVC. If 1/2 inch, maybe I can go even smaller and get maybe get a smaller tubing or something, 1/4 inch or something to do it. Maybe it'll work because the dang Python just gets clogged all the time. Too much, to the point you see I quit. I'm done. You guys know me. I'm a very A to B person. I like to get things done. I like to get them done fast, and I like to get them done efficient. If anything stops me from doing that, it's out. I don't want nothing to do with it. It's gone. So we'll figure something else. That's okay. I'm not into that. The hand pump ones with the bucket, that you only get so much time before that bucket fills up. I could drain it into the 32-gallon brute garbage can there, which is a possibility. And then I could wheel that thing by the door, and I've got a hydro pump in there and just pump it out. I don't know. Scotty says for filling, if you don't like it, I like it. Oh, no, I like it too. No, it's going to work great. That's what I was just talking about. John says, redesign the Salient Python to include an electric pump on the end of the tank. Yeah. Well, in that tank, I got a pump. It's not a very strong pump, but it's that 6-in-1 Higer gravel vac thing that Higer sent me, and I use it as a transfer pump more than anything. It works really good for gravel, but not so much sand. But mostly I use it as a transfer pump, and it works really good. I can have dechlorinated water sitting here ready to go and fill tanks, do top offs. Maybe I need to fill up a canister filter after clean it. Very good for doing that. Rubber band a mesh media bag over to keep snails out. Yeah, but yeah, and I've thought about that, Scotty, and that's a great idea. But unfortunately, that's not the only thing that's been clogging that stupid Python fill valve lately. It's been the dang sand, crap like that. But no, I definitely like it for the idea for filling, and I've got the other one here, right here, Jose and Scotty. I built the other side too. Although I used a black valve and Scotty used blue valves. That's the only difference. Built just like he said, and this is going to work really good for filling from the hose. So that's going to save me a lot of time. So love this end of it. I realize now that he never designed the other end for sucking out. I thought he did. So that was my misunderstanding. So no, that's going to be good. Hey, Jody P. Jody P is back. So let me tell you guys about my big news. So I use Lee's gravel vac claw, and the end of mine keeps things out pretty good. Lee's, never heard of that one, Branton. Lee's gravel vac claw. I never heard of that one. No, Jesse, I really have explained it in my video, so my bad. Oh, I don't. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of thought, Scotty, that you built the two of them because honestly, if you're just using that setup to fill, you might as well. You could leave your Python fill valve attached to your hose, and then hook this setup just to fill. But if you wanted to, you don't have to. The one you're attaching to the hose that I thought you were using for sucking crap out, and now I really don't understand the point of it at all. Because I thought it was to be just like a Python where you could turn the valve and you could send water, open the valve, and suck water out. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Waterbed sink adapter works to drain tanks too. Waterbed sink. Oh, I can drain a tank. I drain my tanks with pumps. I use pumps like Scotty does and most of us to drain them faster, and it saves water because your Python style drainers, gravel vacs, use water to run all the time to work. Whereas an electric pump, you just put it in to suck it out, so you save water. I just need something to clean the crap out without it getting clogged every 3 seconds. And what's weird is for years prior, it would happen, but it was never at this rate. Like since I've moved out to the fish room, the thing is constantly getting clogged now, and I don't understand why. No, I just wanted more water flow coming in. Probably skinny. So, but yeah, okay, I got you. Yep, makes sense. So big news. I'm scrapping the 300. It's out of here. I'm not going to fix it. I'm not going to tear it apart. I ain't going to do nothing. As a matter of fact, I posted it for sale on the Facebook market site. It is described as 300 gallon, 8 foot long, 2 feet front to back, 30 inches high. There is a crack at the bottom left-hand corner. It didn't leak. It doesn't leak. You can either tear it apart, use the glass to build a plywood aquarium, or use the glass for whatever you want. Glass is not cheap. You can fix it, replace the whole back glass, or you can patch it or leave it dry, and it would make a fantastic, huge, large terrarium for large snakes and reptiles. $800. I've already got some people interested in it, and I'm hoping somebody comes and picks it up because I don't need it anymore. I don't want it, and I don't need it. Why do you think that is, chat? Jose says, I rigged a pump and placed it in the circuit with the Python. Makes the gravel back faster and stronger. Use a larger pump just to drain like most of us do. A lot of waste otherwise. You rigged a pump and placed it in the circuit. That's an idea, Jose. I didn't even think about doing that. And I have extra pumps. However, wouldn't the pump impeller get damaged? Because, I suck up sand all the time. Oh, I ain't shipping it, Sweet Polly. They're going to have to come get this bad boy. This thing weighs every bit of 500 pounds empty. Could you imagine how much that would cost to ship that thing? Plus, I would have to have freight come pick it up. Yeah, I'm not. If you guys want this aquarium, this 300-gallon aquarium, and you think you can fix it, it is a Euro braced 300-gallon aquarium. It's an expensive aquarium, brand new. I've already got most of the silicone out of it. For after I fixed it, I was going to reseal everything. So most of that work's done. It still needs a little fine tuning and cleaning up, and then some kind of acetone. Jim, says you can use fingernail polish or stuff like that to really clean it before you silicone it. That work is mostly done, but you can either patch that crack or you can replace the whole back glass, whatever you want to do. But I'm not going to put my time and money into it because I got something else going on. No, I got you, Sweet Polly. Well, some people ask for sure. So that's a fair question. Yes, Sketty, I got a new, better plan for something spectacular. Something bigger and better. Correct, Jody P. Brant says also, Jesse, I don't know if I ever told you, but those flakes, killer, but those flakes, fish love them, especially when mollies and rainbows. I like the tub. Oh, yeah. You never did give me a follow up on the flakes yet, Brant, so I appreciate that. Yeah, the community flakes from Northfin. Very good. I'm glad. Yeah. And, it should last you quite a while. Jim's Fish said it too. We're going bigger. Yes, Jesse. Small pump increases a little of the rate. The one is not strong enough to suck gravel with sand. Yes, you will. I mean, I pull sand just with my water pressure. So my question is Joe, you're saying you use a pump just to boost it a little bit, but it's not enough to really suck crap into the impeller of the pump and take it out. So if anybody's close to me that or semi close to me that think they want this bad boy, I need to get it out of this garage as soon as possible because I got to redo the stand a little bit. I need the room to do it. And this thing's got to go. It also comes with acrylic lids that I made. This is 1/2 inch thick acrylic lids that I got for free. And I cut them to fit each section. So it's already got lids. And of course, the tank stand stays with me. So if anybody's interested, let me know. Cecil. Well, if you're serious, yeah, not needing anymore, my friend. I certainly appreciate that. But let me just tell you why. Mad Max, I'm getting rid of the 300. I don't need it. From prior talking about it many times, I contemplated fixing it. I weighed the cost of fixing it, but I found a better option. So the 300-gallon, it's Euro braced. It does have the crack aquarium domain. A lot of people tell me it can be patched. It'll be fine. This is an $8,000 to $10,000 aquarium brand new if you buy it because of the fact it's Euro braced and it's a 300-gallon. Talking about 8 foot long, 2 foot front to back, 30 inches high, 1/2 inch thick glass. It's already got overflows if you want them. It's going bye-bye. I made DIY acrylic, 1/2 inch acrylic lids for it. It's leaving. I'm not going to spend the time or the money on it because my wife found a better option. And what that better option is, yeah, that'd be cool, Cecil. It'd be definitely cool to see in person. No, there's never such thing as too big when it comes to dang fish aquariums. And you know it, Mad Max, the bigger the better. That's my theory, anyways. I like my big fish and my big tanks. At any rate, there's a guy in Virginia, Cecil, Yorktown, Virginia, who makes custom acrylic aquariums. You can make them any size, shape, options. You may have heard of him, Cecil. And he's very good at what he does. And he'll even deliver that bad boy to me if you want to pay extra. So with this 300 being front to back 2 feet, it's actually 6 inches, 6 inches shorter than it fits on my stand. So I'm having him make me a 8-foot long, 30-inch front to back, and 30-inch high, which equates to about 375-gallon aquarium. It's going to have recessed built-in lids. I'm going to have a little feeding porthole he's going to drill, and it's going to have the acrylic black background already on it. And the price is unbelievable. Well, the cost that I would have into fixing this 300 or tearing it apart and making a plywood aquarium, especially, I'll have less in this aquarium that he's going to make me. And of course, no time at all, because he's going to make it and deliver it to me. It's a little lighter. It's not as heavy as this tank, so it's more manageable. It's going to be bigger. It's a no-brainer. Yeah, she found him. It was cool. We've been talking with him. I'm on the books. You pay half now to get started. When it's done, you pay the other half. So, Jesse, when I vacuum my tanks, I have a 1/4-inch clear plastic tube with some soft, flexible tube and drain it into a 5-gallon pail, and I never have any issues plugging up. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, I've done that. I've had the hand pump where you get that started and drain it into a bucket, but the dang 5-gallon buckets fill up too fast. And but I do have that 32-gallon brew garbage can I could use in it, and I may start doing that into the 32-gallon garbage can. I might start doing that again, Scotty. Mad Max says the older you get, the more you realize the bigger tank you have is this one you can move. You can have is the one you can move on your own. Oh yeah, I agree with that, Mad Max, for sure. I'm also getting suction cups online, 2 sets. To move tanks around for now and in the future. They just make things so much easier. But I agree with you 100%, Mad Max. But I've been wanting my dream monster tank forever. I was so excited I got this 300-gallon for a dang good price. And then the crack formed. Yeah, I was so bummed out, so disheartened at the same time and bummed out. So I'm thinking, that's all right. We're going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. And I could. But it just doesn't make sense to put, if you're going plywood, Pond armor is expensive. Fiberglass ain't cheap. The resin ain't cheap. The wood is not cheap anymore. The time it takes to build one of those, I'm not afraid to build. I'll try anything. I've always built things. I'm a handyman. I can do a little bit of everything. But the odors and the fumes that are going to be in here trying to work on it at the same time, I can open the back door and the garage door and have fans going. Sure. It just ain't worth it. It ain't worth the time. Not when I can pay to have this guy build me one. He's a professional. He knows what he's doing. He's been doing it, and he can build it, and he can build it bigger for me and deliver it. It gets here. I set it up. I'm done. I've already got the lighting. I've already got the filtration. The only thing I have to do is go get the damn sand, fill it up, cycle the aquarium, and I will cycle this aquarium in 2 days like I did this one when I first set it up. And I'm done. I get to enjoy my monster tank and an even bigger monster tank than I thought I was going to have. So that's the big news. Super excited about that. You got it. I put filter floss on the drain hose too. Okay. Scotty says suction cups are 100% the way to go moving tanks. I was told. I was sold the first time I used them. Now it is it's totally the way to move your bigger tanks. Oh, 100%. When I went to pick that 300 up, they had a set of them, and it made life so much easier. Of course, they kept them. They didn't give them to me. So when we got here, this was by hand. And this tank is really heavy. You guys seen that aquarium co-op video where there was like 2 or 3, 4 guys moving Corey's 800-gallon acrylic aquarium, and they just had it up, and it was easy. They still got some weight, but they're nowhere near the weight of a glass aquarium. So, but I am getting the suction cups. Got the tank. Now it's going to take a while because he's so back ordered. I I probably won't see this aquarium. He said to the end of July. So you're talking about 3 months until it's built and delivered to me. I always drain outdoors now, Sketty. I haven't drained in my indoor plumbing for years. Whip himself can attest to this and give you horror stories. You don't want to drain in your inside house plumbing. You either want a utility sink out in the garage that drains right outside, or you want to hook up to a hose or drain outside your window, especially when you're talking about sand. Because over time, that sand will build up, your dead snail shells, your crap builds up, you can clog drains, and it can become a real problem. So I stopped doing that years ago. I always drain outside. Even when my fish room was in the dining room, I had pumps set up where I just right out the window. So, yep, I agree with you on that. But super excited to get this 375-gallon aquarium coming. It is acrylic. That's the only downside. You know, with anything, everything has its pros and cons. With acrylic, I hear they can yellow over time and you need to clean them back up. And they, of course, they scratch really easy. So you got to be extra careful. But the cons are they're super light. They appear to be cheaper to purchase. I rarely see a 300-gallon or a 210 or a 240-gallon aquarium cheaper than $2,000 to $3,000, unless you're one of them lucky people, which I am not, to find one for free or super cheap. But I do see acrylic aquariums that, although can have a hefty price tag as well, but I see them more times than not cheaper than glass. Do I like glass aquariums better? Yes. I like my glass better than acrylic. But I also like being able to get a larger aquarium that I can move around easier. Oh, acrylic's a little more adorable too. But it's going to be all around better for me, I think. I just have to be careful with it. Okay, he says, I'm in the basement now. I used to use it on my plants. Okay. So, yeah, we're researching suction cups, me and my wife, and going through the different options, and we're going to get those coming as well. I had a FX6 quit working on me a while back, and I was going to trash it and use it as a parts canister filter. However, all it needs is a motor. Now, the motor on them bad boys are expensive. They're like $100 and some, depending on where you get it, but you can't find them cheaper anywhere else. They're just not available. So I'm going to just get a motor for this one, and I'll have this FX6. And I picked up a new FX6 off a local guy that I get these from all the time. I don't know how he's getting them all the time. Some shady underworld aquatic dealer shit going on, but I don't care. He had two FX6s sold, two of them. You can buy two for $500 or one for $300. By the time I got to him, he already had one sold, so I just bought the one. But still, $300 for a brand new FX6 is still cheaper than you can get in the store. So I've got the filtration. The lighting's already ready. I just need to get the aquarium here, and we're going to be good to go. So if anybody wants a 300-gallon aquarium, if it don't sell on the Facebook Market site, come get it. Hey, Jeff, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. Let me check before it started. Yep. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4 super chats. I got to keep an eye on that. Appreciate you guys' super chats. Hope you liked my dances. Any super chat gets a dance and an exaggerated shout out. I did not meet my monthly threshold to get a YouTube paycheck this month, so I'm here to demoralize, embarrass, and make you laugh, which is fun for me anyways, to make my YouTube paycheck for next month. So lots to talk about. Yeah, it was going to be a tank maintenance stream, but that didn't work out. Obviously, I'm having issues. I got to figure something out. And I just needed to stop before I got raging, irritated, mad about it. That's irritating when you're trying to do that. But what I'll probably do, Scotty, is what you were saying. I've done it in the past. I'm probably just going to freaking drain this 32-gallon brute garbage can out. use the see, I don't have a, how do you do that again? I can't remember. If you don't have a siphon, a pump to start a hand gravel vac and going into a bucket, how do you do that? How do you get it started other than sucking on the hose? Father Fish showed me on a live stream one time how to do that, and it works really well. So you don't have to suck on a hose. I think you have to put it in the water and keep it above as high, this hose up a little bit, and it'll get going. I'll figure it out. Let's see here. Cool. Now you can stock it with 10,000 chili reservoirs, 30 scarlet baddies, 1K coolers, and 10K sparkling groupies. Yeah. That would be an amazing community tank mix. Okay, you have a good weekend too, Sweet Polly. Appreciate you. You be safe. Now the plan is to move my big Oscars into it, get my big over foot long Pleco in there. This Oscar I'm growing out, he's gonna go in there. Maybe my Dempsey, maybe my Blood Parrots, and Jim over at Happy Place. He's going to be sending me some Severums. I want to put them in there, but I also want to get an Arowana. I still want to get an Arowana. I think a 375 is fine for an Arowana. Tommy says you dip it in the water enough to create drag of the vet, right? And I think you have to hold the hose up a little bit, just under or something like that. Who's doing drama? Let's see. Drama. Who's doing? Oh, you want drama? Who's doing drama? Oh, you're talking about the big fish. Yeah, we'll see how they get along. They might not get along, and I might not be able to do it. That's why when I pull the Oscars out, I'm not going to put anything in those tanks for a couple days. The beneficial bacteria will be fine for 2 to 3 days, just in case I have to move them back. So I understand I'm fully prepared. Correct. Hold it above the water line or it will drain out. Right. Okay. Yeah, stocking choice. Yeah, I got you. I want to give my big fish a bigger home, but we'll see how it works out. They may not get along. I might just leave the Dempsey and the Parrots where they are. The Parrots definitely have attitude. My one Oscar, he definitely has attitude, so I don't know how well he's going to get along with others. So the plan is to get the Pleco in there first and wait 2 weeks, let that bacteria build up to the load, and then throw in I'll probably put the Oscars in last just so they don't think, oh, this is our home, no one else is allowed type of thing. But they're old enough now that might not matter. So it is going to be a trial and error type of thing. There's one local fish store in my area that discounts FX6s at 300. He posted on the site for the standard 369, which is what Fool wants to keep the price uniform. But I figure what he pays. Now, that's interesting you say that, Jose, because every time I go to my PetSmart, more times than not, I see FX6s like pretty much $400. And FX4s are in that 300 range you're talking about. Well, I told that to my wife, but she looked it up, and I feel like they dropped them in price. I feel like they've come down a little bit because I know that I've seen the price tag of $400 for an FX6 in the PetSmarts and Petco's. But if you look now, they're like what you're saying, $369. Maybe they're dropping the prices because they're coming out with something new. Seems he still makes money. Coffee. I got my coffee. So Ixnay on the freaking, because I got this camera up, let me give you a different view. I put a short out about this. Yes, I have angelfish with goldfish. It's something I've done in the past. I got tropical fish with cold water fish. If you don't like it, then you. And I'll tell you why. Because all my tank temperature is the same. I can't make my tanks any colder unless I do a DIY chiller system or buy a chiller system. I'm not going to do that. These tanks are around 75 to 78 degrees. Goldfish adapt well. I had to get these angelfish out of that Petco tank. I had to shut that Petco tank down to make room for what I'm doing. And I think these fish look really good. And Jody P, if you're still in here, if you look, you can see your spiral plants you sent me right there. And thank you for the plants, by the way, Jody P. Uh-oh. Cecil comes in with another $2 super chat. So we got to do a little dance. And we got to get down tonight. I got to think what I want to do first, Cecil. This weekend, I was going to just do these this tank maintenance while on my live stream and kill two birds with one stone, but it's not working out. I got to do something else. Other than that, I already mowed and weed whacked and got everything taken care of. So I don't think we're getting into too much. This case is talking to Jeff. Mentioned public flu does not want to. I bought my first ever 6 little greater than 5 years, same price. Okay, I got you, Jose. All right, I got a dance for you, Cecil. This is for Cecil's $2 super chat. Cecil Mayberry with the $2 super chat. Thank you, Cecil Mayberry. I would be louder, but I can't be too loud. Maybe we'll get this worked out to where I can be loud and have all kinds of fun with it. Thank you, Cecil. Appreciate you, buddy. I don't know what that dance was. It was like a mix. Yeah. Let me put on my headset and let me drain this 32-gallon brute garbage can. Yo. Before I walk away, can you guys hear me okay? Uh-oh. The Running Man. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Hey, June, good to see you. I just switched this over. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm learning about the Running Man real quick. You did miss the big news. You can hear me okay? I don't think I know what this is. Oh, I got it. I remember that. I just had to be sure. So Into You comes with a $2 super chat. Let's do the dance. The Running Man as requested. Oh, I'm backwards. $2 super chat from So Into You. Thank you so much for the super chat. It helps a lot. Let me go drain this tank, this garbage can. No, thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, June, good to see you. Yeah, I set a goal, June. Anyone that sends a super chat gets a dance and an exaggerated shout out because I didn't make enough money on YouTube this month to get a paycheck. So I got to demoralize, embarrass myself, and have fun doing it because I like it. We might have to go back to old school, Scotty. And I think we will. And I'm going to use this garbage can right here to do her. Bear with. Not that I want to keep that back door open because of mosquitoes. I'll just drain it down enough to where I can just tip it over and dump it the rest of the way out. Yes. Having a big old acrylic tank made and get rid of this 300 that's been nothing but disheartening. Brandon, I got a box yesterday. I thought it was from you the first time I was sad to see. First time I was sad to see fish in a box. Why? Why were you sad to see fish in a box? June? Why? Yep, you're seeing it. You are seeing angelfish with goldfish. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. We're draining down. This little Higer pump's okay, but it's not a very strong pump. My convict babies are coming along real nice. Tommy says, anyone else zip tie a sponge filter on the end of the Python hose so nothing big can get sucked up? No, I don't. I've never worried about that. And I've never had that problem, Tommy. I don't know what's going on with Snail. Says, it's been a busy week. Totally forgot I ordered angelfish. They arrived early. I'm very into the Pahaka puffers. I have many issues, and fish ain't one. That one goldfish loves to do his headstands. Green bean. Oh, nice day today. Oh, squirrels on the fence. Squirrels on the fence. And my dog hasn't noticed yet. My dogs go nuts over squirrels. Absolutely insane when they see squirrels. We call them skurs. Oh, I see some fucking skurs. Get the fucking skurs. Get him, mister. My dog's being lazy and chilling in the sun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they go after birds, but not as much as they do them squirrels. They love them fucking squirrels. If your dog doesn't like squirrels, then you. That's right, Brett. Oh, they love the guy. You know, Coach, they never get them. They try, but they don't ever get them scares. Look at that Dojo Loach. He always acts like he's dead. Of course, everybody had breakfast this morning in the fish room. Oh, your dogs chase our little dogs chase my pigeons around and just fly up and land somewhere else in the room, but they get back and forth. But they go back and forth. The angels are so cute. Brings back good memories of my aunt. Oh, oh, cool. Yeah, those are those ones that I raised from fry, and they grew up in the Petco June, and it was time to get them out of there and get them in a bigger aquarium. And I had to get this Petco tank out of the way to make room for moving some tank. And let me know if you still hear me. This can is almost drained down enough to where I can just tip it over and start back to the maintenance stream. We're just going to have to, I got to put a hose together for draining this some bitch. Don't you love it when you think you're prepared and nothing works out, and here you are not prepared, and you know that whole scenario. Ready to go, thinking you're a badass. Oh, look at me, I'm a badass. I'm ready to go. I'm all prepared to start the stream, and then everything goes wrong. Everything. Just everything goes wrong. Ah! If there were problems, hey Jody P. Yeah. I sent that cap to Jim so he could use it. If there weren't problems, what would we talk about? June saying that's true. Without problems, we don't learn how to share. So 100% on that. Well, let me put it 100 P. Percent, or rather 100 Jody P. Mother effing percent correct. That you can't get no more correct than that. And I'll say it to your face. Let me get a tool here. Hold on, guys. I get my tool out. Don't look. You can't see me back here. Anyway, so I'm good. Got my tool. Got my tool out. All right. How long a hose do you think I can use, Tommy? So I got hose here to use to start the siphon. How long? Kind of short, though. You don't want it too long, right? Don't take all 2 inches out. No, we got to keep the other. Yeah, I can't do 2 inches. I won't have much left in the tank or my pants, Cecil. Right, but anyways, how long? I got plenty of hose. How long should I do to? Scotty, what do you do? How many inches of hose? I need to know. What are you guys working with? What are you guys working with a hose? But the memory will always be there. How much hose? Pardon me, but could I put my tool in your box? Yes. No. Wait. Ew. Did anybody answer me? Is Scotty still in here? Tommy, how much hose? Doesn't matter because I don't have all the hose. That's too much hose, Branton. Take all the hose. There's Gordon. Good to see you, buddy. Gordon, you're probably going to see something on the screen you've never seen before. Yes, there's goldfish with angelfish, sir. Just because I'm so cool like that. I can't get this started. It's too much hose, probably. Yeah. Let's do that. Just enough because I got a mobile thing here, so we just need enough. Too much hose will be too hard to suck. Sucking too much hose can hurt anybody. You know, I would move my knife. I got hose. Oh, I got to save that for super chats. Anyone that sends a super chat gets a dance and an exaggerated shout out. June still has 100 feet of hose that I haven't used. Well, shit, June. Longer than that. Well, that depends on how good you are there, June. You know, you're pretty confident, but it's all in the technique. There's Aquatic Nest. Good to see you. Yeah, June. Don't get to you unless you have renowned legendary technique. Sorry about the coughs. Choked onto my own spit because of what June said. I'm just going to have to do that. Bastard. These rocks are coming out of this aquarium too. Oh my God. Get off. No. So at least this way I know I'm not going to have to stop and unclog every 30 seconds. Oh, these stones are coming out of here. Oh my God. Get us this bull crap off here. This heater I'm not even using. It's unplugged. I just put it in here because I thought my guy here was getting some ick. So I jacked the heat up and added salt, and never did have become an issue. I don't even know if he really had it. Oh, gravel. I hate fucking gravel anymore. Not a fan of gravel. I like my sand. I'm the sand man. Yep. Thank you, Jody P, for sending me the spiral valve. I've got it in several tanks. It's looking sweet. Arrived alive. Love it. So I do drain my tanks with a pump. However, I'm going to suck some crap out. So by the time you're done sucking crap out, depending on how much of a percentage of a water change you like to do, sometimes you don't even need to do it. The pump. I can't get away from blackbeard algae either. Let's clean off this piece of wood. It's important to keep your wood clean too. It's very important to keep your wood clean. If you guys weren't aware, just run your hose over the wood a little bit just to keep it clean. I had to suck the hose to get the siphon started. The only thing about these headsets I don't like is they don't squeeze my head hard enough, and I can't. They slide off. But then again, you get them that squeeze too much, you kind of get a headache after a while. I got some of that jungle spiral jungle valve in this aquarium, Jody P. Oh hell, I messed up. No, there's a. Oh, that's what he said to do. You got to like fill the hose. Go like that and then in. Something like that. What was that trick? Fill it and hold it. There we go. Oh, I thought it was going. Let me try again. What the problem is? Come on. We clogged up? Of course, you know what they say. It never hurts to get a little tank water up in you. It turns you into Superman. Oh, shut it, Bert. All right. Kind of miss doing that, Scotty. Someone tell that bird to shut it, or we'll never see it again. That bird is spicy. She wants mama. There's Quizzle. Good to see you, buddy. No, thank you, Jody P. Oh, June came in with a $4.99 super chat. So I don't know what walk hose means, but she wants me to do something with the hose. So I got something for you, June. You ready? Only Oscars, June, $4.99 super chat. Oh, yeah. It's called the floss. It's called the shower. You get out of the shower, you got to get the undercarriage. Just like this way is with a towel. $4.99 super chat. Thank you, June. That was for you. Poo-poo. All right, let's bust the pump out. No, we're not doing that. Hey. Okay. Well, I'll have to read that a little bit later. He what? Well, back up to it, but he's going to need to bring help. It's heavy. You got to bring some boys. No, he'll have to back up, shut it off, and then bring help. I hope you like that, June. Tommy says, when you do go A2M, never suck the crap out. Number one rule. I'm not picking up on that, what you're saying there. Look at all these cool people. Good morning. Good morning to you, Bwizzle. Jesse loves saying that word. What word? Which word? The hose? Or what? Which one? Huh? What? Okay. Around 500 pounds. Just he can come look at it. I don't care. Okay. Every time Jesse says hose, let's take a shot. Yeah. Hose. Because I'm usually not using the hose. It's because of how high the drain end is versus, yeah. I'll keep trying, Tommy. I'll practice. Tommy, I promise I'm going to practice sucking my hose, all right? I'll practice sucking on the hose, Tommy. My man. Much easier to walk the dang hose. What are you saying, June? You didn't like that? You need to watch Twister again and learn about the suck zone. Yeah. Someone tell that bird, yeah. Slap the bird with the hose. Yeah, she's mad. But mama come out, so the magic mic with the hose. Yeah, kind of did. Yeah. Oh, see. That was worth it. Okay. Well, there's lots where those came from. I set a 3-hour timer. I need 15 super chats to go. If you guys want to see Jesse in action on Thursday nights, he's at the Angry Beaver. It was from you suck the crap out of his comedy is timing, and that one was late. I got you, Tommy. Hose sucker, you got it. I'm here. That's what I do. I suck hose. I get things going. Well, we got a mess. I just stepped up. I drained this bucket, this garbage can of ready to go water, so I could do this because my other system isn't working. Now I literally have to refill this aquarium. So we're gonna wait. I tell you, we're just gonna use the damn garden hose because I don't feel like messing around about it or something. And I just cut my hose, so I can't do that. I blame this on you guys. This whole day is a clusterfuck. This whole morning. Put the Python hose in the Oscar. Yeah. Well, I can't do that because I'm afraid he'll go after it. I got an idea, Gordon. Why don't you put your garden hose in your Asian arowana tank? Oh no, no, that was all your guys' fault. This whole morning's messed up. You guys screwed it all up. You cut my hose. The system wasn't working. Um, the system I made wasn't working. I emptied my bucket. The whole thing. Yeah, same. I emailed you, Gordon. Here's what I want to do, Gordon. I want to do some underground aquatic black market dealer shit, man. This is what I want to do, and I need your help. I want one of those Asian arowanas, and I want you to hook me up with one. If it happens to swim past the paperwork, you know, forgetting where it came from, never doing a video in it, never speaking a word about it again, never gets seen, I'm cool with that. Trying to get the owner to put an electric eel in the warehouse beside my desk. Ooh, man, you got to get one of them signs so it lights up when you feed it and stuff. That'd be cool, Blizzle. All right, you guys got to hold on. I got to go hook up my freaking thing to my other thing so I can do the thing. The U.S. permits aren't that hard to get from what I've seen. Well, I don't, come on, I want one. And I don't want to spend $1,500, $1,800, $2,000 for one either, Gordon. I need you to help me. I'll be right back. I got to fill this guy up. Oh, hush you up. Species bird. She just, God, give me, guys. Something else. I'm irritated. I want to so much doing. Ugh. None of this would be an issue if I had a freaking utility sink in here. Yeah, I know my mic was out. I'm back. Can you hear me now? If I had a freaking utility sink in here, I wouldn't have to do all these extra freaking steps. I shouldn't be muted. It's not showing I'm muted. Says I'm going. Am I good? Can you guys hear me? Should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know. Hurry up. I need answers. Bullshit. Jim hears me. How about now? One problem after the other today. Jim must have special hearing because I walked too far away, so my headset turned itself off after a while. Can you guys hear me now? Damn it, Gordon. The next time I see you, I'm going to whip you with this hose. I'll be back. I'm going to send some water now, but I'm going to leave this here. Now TV blew it. Oh, you bastards. Whip it good. Keep going. So, if I had a freaking utility sink in this garage, I had hot and cold lines out here, which I am planning to do. It's happening because I have to go through so many extra steps just to do water changes out here. I have to go from clear to the other end of this house just to get the incoming water that I can adjust the temperature with. I did have a nice setup out here with my hoses, but the stupid Python I use for sucking crap out constantly gets clogged. Now I'm just going to do this for getting crap out, and I'm just going to do that for filling. That's just the way it's going to have to be for now till I get freaking utility sink out here. Irritating. I have ADHD. That's what happened. It's coming. You're too nice to your fish. My poor babies get cold water. Well, I thought about too during the late spring, early summertime. I can use the hose to fill, which will be great, and it'll fill faster than this. That's the plan. I was discussing that earlier on the stream. But during the winter, I'm not going to be able to do that because it can get 20 degrees. This last winter was real cold, and we hit 18, 19 degrees. That's just way too cold of water coming in. So definitely late spring and summer, I'm going to start using the hose here to fill because it's just so much faster. But this whole tank here is going to be getting drained as far down as I can because my son's coming over to help me move 3 tanks. So this tank here is going to moved over here, and then I'm going to put the cinder blocks that it's standing on, making a double stack stand, and then this 55-gallon Tiger Barb tank is going to go on top of that. Then that 60 over there that has my convicts in, it's going to come over here where the 55 is. What that's going to do is open up a lot of room in here to move around so it's not so congested. And I can make room for a utility sink too if I put one of those in. Except in summer, no one gets cold. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's move the camera. Let me get to the 125-gallon Mabuna Cove. They're doing great. Now, from what I understand, you guys have seen CC Aquascapes. I guess she has some Texas Holy Rock. I think she's to be sending me some. I need them for this tank right here. I need to make some more Holy Rock for the Mbunas here. I left the hose in the tank after I filled it. The next morning, the tank was empty. Fish were, oh God, June. June, somehow it seems like you make these mistakes and still come out smelling like a rose. If that was me, there'd have been no water in it and the fish would have been dead. Everyone was fine. They had an inch of water. Now that sponge filter is going to be coming out of there. Don't forget to sub to the Aquatic News Network, where Jim and Tommy and I put together, and we also got Pal Aquatics, bonafide wildlife expert. We're doing some cool things over there. So, other than that, guys, I do have to go. I got some tank maintenance to do. I do have a guy on Facebook that wants to come look at this tank. It's pretty much serious buyer, wants to pick it up. That's cool. My streaming area is in front of the garage. I have the whole thing on wheels. I got to rock it out of the, roll it out of the way, get the treadmill out of the way if he wants it. Got to prepare for that. And I got to fix something up here for doing this maintenance a little bit easier. So I do have, no, thank you, Branton. Thanks for coming. I'm going to go ahead and go before this tank overflows. So I'll talk to you guys later. Appreciate you guys. Have a safe weekend, and we'll see you on the flip side. We'll see you out in the field. Thank you so much. Thanks for the super chats. Hope you enjoyed my little things with that.